Good afternoon. I'm on School Road, Castlereagh. I'm up in the Castlereagh Hills here, and I'm just outside Castlereagh Presbyterian Church. And I have driven past this and walked past this church many times and not realised its historical and its architectural significance. And here we have actually another hidden architectural and historical gem. If you look at the date right above the door of the church building here, you're looking at 1650. This isn't the original church on this site. There's probably been two other ones, and this present church was built in 1835, and the man who built it is significant because he built quite a number of churches in County Down. He was John Millar, Belfast architect. Standing with what's your first name?
Trevor.
I'm standing with Trevor. And Trevor has just allowed me into the church, been good, gracious to allow me into the church to video this plaque, this stone, and it dates from 1754.
This church was originally founded in 1650,
right?
with part of the congregation being in Knock, at the top of the Knock Hill,
right,
and the other half being in Breda, which
yes,
is, as I said, in Beaver Estate.
Yes.
The reason we take it as 1650 is because the same minister ministered to both congregations.
That's right, it was a joint charge.
And in 1720 both came together onto this site, and we've been here since.
But where does this come in? 1835
yeah,
or 1754?
Yeah, to come back to the plaque that you've just looked at. Enter ye house of ye Lord, thy God with humility. Built Anno Dom, 1754, Ye Revd Sam Alexander, minister. Now, that would obviously be either the first or the second building on this site, considering that we've been here since 1720. We don't know which. Right. We were doing some renovation at the opposite end of the church a lot of years ago and unearthed this stone, so we give it pride of place at the entrance hall of this building, which, as you said, was opened in 1834, 1835.
Right.
Designed by the architect John Millar,
that's right,
who also did
famous for Portaferry and Crumlin and Rosemary Street, and there was another one, can't remember. And he was into Greek architecture.
Right. It's all Greek with ionic detailing.
That's right.
If you would like to come inside now,
yes,
you can see the details. You'll see the Corinthian pillars there on either side, which of the main door, which you've noticed before.
That's right.
And if you do step back, you'll see the 5 steps up and the high door with the large door, just to give balance to the architecture of the building.
Right.
As you're panning up there, the tower.
Oh yes, the tower
was the first tower on a Presbyterian church in Ireland.
That is right. That is right.
And that was probably some sort of statement to say the Presbyterians have arrived, because up to that point the established church was the Roman Catholic Church and the Anglican Church.
That's right.
Ireland.
That's right.
So it was only around that time that this became an established church where marriages could legally be held here.
So are you saying that the tower almost is a prestige thing?
At that time, probably.
Yeah, okay.
I would imagine so.
Okay. And I'm inside Castlereagh Presbyterian Church, this historic church that is listed along with the pillars and the railings out the front, would you believe? Stained glass windows. And this is what you would call a very traditional type of Presbyterian setup here. 2 aisles leading up to the front.
If you look at the shape of the pulpit's round, and like Portaferry, It's a bit unusual in that access to the pulpit is actually from the back of the church.
Oh, yes.
Portaferry actually have access through a little spiral staircase.
That's right, I was up that spiral staircase.
It's actually quite unusual. The other thing, if you look, just underneath where the flowers are, there's a bit of a lip.
Right.
And if you imagine that lip in years gone by, this lip here,
yes,
matches up with the lip just under our modern day plasma screens.
Oh, right.
So the pulpit originally was about 2 feet higher up, and it was also recessed into the curvature of that wall. Right. It was actually lowered in 1900s whenever music was introduced to the church, right. And the organ was installed a number of years after we were put on the mains electricity. Right. So the pulpit was lowered at that stage and brought forward.
In the pulpit here, and this is the circular pulpit area, and this is almost unique. If it is, it probably is unique.
As you move along the gallery, the upper gallery here, if you look particularly in the top left-hand corners, right. Those seats are Scottish baronial seats. Right. I remember in my younger days that it used to be, there was a group of teenage boys in one corner and a group of teenage girls
on the other side.
You can also see in the roof 2 chandeliers, which were the gift of some of our former members. Right. They were made in Venice and transported here.
Oh, wow.
The other thing that you may have noticed is the arch windows upstairs. Right. All those are the original glass, which is obviously single glazed and very thin. You'd notice downstairs that there's 8 memorial windows. So the committee made the decision that to not further reduce the amount of light in the church, that we wouldn't put any more stained glass windows upstairs. Right. And on your right hand side, you can see that there are actually blinds on those, because that's the side that the sun would move around. The church lies east-west, with east being in front of you, west being behind you. Right. So the sun rises in the east. Right. So as you can see, the minister is facing east, and from this commanding pulpit, there's no one can actually hide behind those pillars. That's what I was told in Portaferry. Yep. There was complete eye-to-eye contact with everybody sitting in the church. The other thing that might be worth pointing out is the ionic detailing on the columns in the church, right. And also the fact that I understand that might be unusual in that those columns support the gallery, and the gallery is actually cantilevered. I think normally those pillars, I'm not an architect, but those pillars would normally be at the front edge of the gallery, right. But they're not. There's actually an overhang. Yes, I see that. In front of that as well. I see that. This is fantastic, and many thanks for your your guided tour, and it's without notes. Impromptu, without notes. Now these pillars are also listed along with the church. These are original pillars, and the metal work fence is also original. 1835, and this was not removed like many other metal railings during the Second World War, because the church argued that livestock would get in and destroy the graveyard. Castlereagh Presbyterian Church. Another jewel, a hidden jewel right in our eyesight. And remembering that the church tower was the first church tower placed on any Presbyterian church. And thank you to Trevor for
explaining and pointing out all the different details about the church and its history.